Hello, this is another raw and uncut episode of the Bitchy Gay Guy, and today I'm going to be speaking about a little bit about corporations. We all know that if we don't pay our water bill or our electric bill, car payment, credit card on time, as an adult, we have to be a grown adult and suffer the consequences of our actions and choices. Example, you don't pay your water bill or it's late, you have to pay a late charge, or if you don't pay it, they shut it off, they turn it off. And that's simply because you're an adult, you have responsibilities, and well, you pay for the choices you make. We all pay for the choices we make, and that's fine. As an adult, if I'm late or I don't pay the bill on time, and you want to slap on a late charge or a bounce check fee, then yeah, I'm going to pay it, and that's fine. But here comes the bitchy part. The same thing should apply to the corporations. When we make mistakes as consumers, we have to pay for those mistakes. But when the corporations make mistakes, all we get is, well, I'm sorry, sir, it shouldn't have happened, and we do apologize, and I assure you it won't happen again. Do I hear any late charges or compensation fees? No. There was a time not too long ago, actually it was a while back, where the electric company turned my electricity off because they thought I didn't pay because somehow, I don't know how it happened, but they got my phone number mixed up with someone else's. Either way it goes, it was not my fault in any way at all. It was the representative's fault. So they turned my electricity off on a Friday, and I didn't get it turned back on until very, very late Saturday. And so I was without electricity, and I didn't do anything wrong. And, you know, they said, I'm sorry. And I'm like, well, if I don't pay my bill on time or don't pay it, you turn me off. Because I can't say, I'm sorry, it was an accident, it was a mistake I made. That's not good enough. I'm an adult. I have to pay for my mistakes. So a corporation should have to pay for theirs. And I'm sorry, it won't happen again, is not going to cut it. I think that the same, what's good for the goose is good for the gander, the punishment should fit the crime. I'm sure you've heard those terms. I think that there should be some law out that tells the organizations that the same penalty that you apply to your consumers, if you make a mistake, then you need to pay for the penalty. Like, for instance, once my credit card company double charged me for the same thing. Well, that's basically stealing. That's basically fraud. And all they did was say, I'm sorry. I really can't think of any more examples right now because I'm a little bit tired, but I'm sure you've been there. People hearing this, you've been there. You've been dealt with organizations, corporations that made mistakes, and all you got was, I'm sorry. For instance, you don't pay your cable bill. You get a late charge. Well, what happens if the cable's out for 6 hours or 2 hours or a day? Are they going to compensate you for that? You know, I had a problem with the bank and didn't get anything out of that. So, and I'm really sorry not to give any more examples, but that's basically what I'm complaining about, is if we have to pay for our mistakes in life as adults, and I have no problem with that. That is not what I'm complaining about. I'm more than willing and happy to pay for my mistakes because I'm an adult and that's my responsibility. And when I'm going to make a mistake, I have to pay for that. And saying I'm sorry is not good enough. But when the corporations make a mistake and they just say, I'm sorry, I think that's not good enough. I think the same should apply to them. They need to compensate the consumer for the mistakes that they make. And so that's what I'm bitching about today. Please feel free to give examples and comments. I would love to read issues with corporations, organizations that screwed someone over or made a quote-unquote, I'm sorry, it just was a mistake, and what you think or feel that they should compensate you for. And this has been another episode of Bitchy Gay Guy, and I will see you soon.